Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Christine with Geiger Uppercut, and I've got a little something special for you today. 2017 Halloween costume. I just wore it and made it, and I thought I would share with you guys my making of my Daenerys Targaryen, Game of Thrones season 7. I think it was season 7. Her white coat that she wears when she goes north of the wall. So stay tuned and let me show you the process. Okay, so I started out with this vintage coat that I got on Etsy. I really just didn't want to make an entire new coat from scratch. So it is a little bit small in the sleeves and the body. So I did end up opening up the sleeves a bit, and then for the back I actually had to make a big back piece, so it's sort of perfect that I had to open it up back there anyways. Here I am opening it up and getting ready for the back placket that goes on there. I bought some gray fabric that is kind of similar to the coat. There's my really quick sketch on the size that it should be. And there it is. I have attached it. You can see the coat fits a little bit better. The arms fit a little bit better. I will be covering this with the first natural fake fur that I have, and here is the template for the fake fur. So I just cut a million of these pieces and started layering them on top and then sewing them down. This fabric was super, super soft. It did shed everywhere, but I just thought it looks beautiful, and I'm very happy with the way the back turned out right here. And I just kept on layering it until we have this beautiful back piece right here. And then after that, she has kind of structured arms and kind of a structured closure. I have this heavy duty fusible interfacing that I used and kind of pinned down and started shaping the way that I liked. In retrospect, I did go a little too big with these, but you know, when it comes to costumes, sometimes it is better to just go a little bit bigger than too small. But you know, it's one of those things that you learn along the way while you do something, and then afterwards, you know, just one little thing that I would change. But I also think that these turned out pretty cool. And so after I'm done tracing this, I cover them with a gray fabric, the same kind of fabric I used on the back there. So I did do the fusible on this side, and I started putting it down, and I could see the white underside, which I really didn't like, so I did end up taking this off and then putting the gray on the underside as well, and then also doing this front piece here. Now it doesn't match completely, but I will be covering these with strips of white fabric that will be coming up. I cut little 1/2-inch strips of white fabric that I will eventually be covering the entire coat with. She does have a little bit more variety in the actual costume, but you know, due to timing, I just stuck with 1/2-inch strips that I cut out here and pinned down and then started to sew down. Then comes the very, very long process of sewing these little guys down. You know, I'd be lying to tell you that I did this really quickly. It did take a while. And here we have the progress on that, just leaving the sleeves for the end because they have like kind of a cool little zigzag pattern that I had to do. I just wrote down where I wanted the first ones and cut these little pieces, and then I kind of worked off of that from there, up and down, and making sure that both the front and back matched. Then finally, last, I just did some little closure since I got rid of the buttons from the original coat. Then I bought this amazing wig off Etsy. I will link the information below because I just am in love with it so much. It's just beautiful. And here we have the final coat. I think it turned out really, really well. Of course, there's always things that I would do differently doing it again. I think maybe if I did it again, I would do like a white fur coat and put gray strips over it instead. I'm not really sure, but the back here is absolutely my favorite part. With the wig and then the back detail, so pretty. Excuse the dark hair coming out there. I did fix that later. It's always good to see yourself from, you know, all directions in case you miss like big things like that in the coat. But I have to tell you, my absolute favorite part of the coat is coming up in a minute here. Just wait for it, wait for it. We have my dragon. My amazing boyfriend agreed to be my dragon and give me piggyback rides, and it was so much fun, and we had a great time. Oh, I will also link the Etsy seller that did the dragon pendant there because that was also just super beautiful. All right, that was my 2017 costume. It was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth it. I enjoyed being Daenerys for a night. If you have any questions about the costume, I would be happy to answer them. Also, if this is something that you guys were like super into, I make a few costumes a year, so I would love to share some more with you. Just let me know. And I guess that's it for now. Hit subscribe if this is something that you'd like to see more of, and I will hopefully see you soon. Bye.